Hello Jason, January 29th. Third video for me here. Stacy and I had a really busy weekend. We hiked up to Elwell Peak the first time, which is in the Lakes Basin area. Stacy and I have been to Lakes Basin one other time. It was the first time I ever told her that I loved her. So that's a fun fact about Lakes Basin. I have pictures of a lot of lakes and everything like that. You can see how low the water is and how little snow we have. I know I keep talking about it, but it is raining today, so that's a plus. Maybe some of this rain will turn into snow and we will be right where we're supposed to be. The snow is still coming. While I was on this trip, I learned quite a few neat things about tracking animals and things of that nature. The difference between domestic dogs and coyote tracks, the difference between foxes and other cats, and the difference between, cats and dogs, and I saw bear tracks, and here's a picture of that. On Sunday, we went to Lassen Volcanic National Park, which was a very awesome national park, very high up there on ones that I enjoy going to now. It was my first time there. Lassen, being a volcanic national park, there's a lot of very cool activity going on under the ground. You can actually see vents with steam coming out of them, which I have a video here, and pits of boiling mud, which is awesome. I've always wanted to see it. Mom talked about it when she was in New Zealand, and I got to see it for myself here in California. A couple cool things about these pits of mud and vents, they actually move fairly often. This one is only 2 years old, and it's been growing since then. It started out probably about the size of a basketball, and if you can tell now, it's probably only almost 10 feet across, and that mud is boiling at more than 200 degrees. So it's very, very hot water. And these vents, the vents actually move weekly. People talk about them coming 2 months later, and the vents will be a different spot on the hill, where the hill collapsed on the vent and the steam found another way out. While we were in Lassen, we tried to hike to Dillard Peak, which we never made it. We got far up there and then realized the last probably 1,000 feet was a bit much of a scramble for as many people as were in the class and the experience level of the class. So we went to another high point and I took some pictures from there. You can see them here. Other cool facts about Lassen National Park is somewhere around 700 years ago, apparently, there used to be a massive mountain there, somewhere around between 16 and 19,000 feet. We don't know because we weren't there, but they have found this crater in the middle of Lassen where the mountain used to stand. And on the shoulders, on the very edge, I took a picture of Brokoff Mountain, which is here. If they took an angle from Brokoff Mountain, you can see the side of it is broken, and they took the angles and measured up, and they found that that mountain should be about 16 to 19,000 feet. It was a volcano, and when it erupted, it literally blew itself off the map. That mountain was called Tahoma, and it's no longer there. It's just the remains of Tahoma. Now there is Mountlassen, and that is still an active volcano. Jason, I didn't have time to respond to your challenge, but you can look forward to that next week when I decide which of the two things I'll be doing, and you will find out about that then. It's good talking to you, Jason. I'll see you next week.